As Nigeria intensifies COVID-19 containment measures, vaccine phobia among citizens appears to be rising to put us in jeopardy. Well, as the federal government plans to impose sanctions on people who refuse the vaccine when it is made available to all, some states have said they do not intend to force anyone to take the jab. The states, including Enugu, Taraba, Cross River, Ogun, Bauchi and Abia, said they will rather appeal to their residents to take the vaccine instead of adopting drastic measures to compel them. Dr. Yegbile, what they tell you when you hear such stories like this? Many people have been saying this COVID vaccine, I can't take this vaccine, I have too much concerns. And now we are talking about compulsory vaccination. I remember some weeks ago where Edo State governor made it compulsory and they had to take the matter to court and the court had to stay the execution and all of that. Now we're going back to this all over again. Some states are more or less buying into that idea that everyone needs to be vaccinated compulsorily, while others are saying, well, we will appeal. Are we seeing something? What do you make of this whole scenario?
Well, what I see in all this is that perhaps people have not gotten enough enlightenment about it. For instance, people share on social media so many lies, so many things that happened to people who took it. They have electromagnetic and all that. I'm happy to announce that I've taken the 2 jabs.
Congratulations.
After how many months, I've not developed any horns.
Or did you put the phone on your arm and see if it was
It has never happened. So the thing is that I think what we need to do is education and enlightenment. Those who think they don't want to take it, some of them are doing that out of some religious sensibilities. As people say, some people believe their religious leaders more than their Bible. The religious leader claims the pulpit or the what do they call it, they use in the mosque, and pronounces something and people don't want to question them. My own stand is that God that made science, that created human being and give the knowledge of science, has a reason for that. And when people say that they don't believe in it, they don't want it to do, it is not. We've seen people who have taken the 2 jabs that still fall sick and still die. People will tell you that actually he has taken it and he's sick and it was the same thing that killed him. As one of the radio presenters used to say, I would rather err on the side of caution, that is taking it, than not taking it. I've taken it, I've not fallen sick, and I've not grown horns, I've not seen any change in my physique. But the truth is that people should just get themselves educated about. This is not the first time we are taking. I mean, when we were growing up, there were those ones that were even.
That is it.
It was one heavy machine like this, and every one of us has that mark on it. Yoruba call it number because it is there permanently.
Yeah, permanently.
And I mean, for me, it is rather unfortunate that some people will want to campaign against it and say that no, they won't take it. Whether the state has the right to force people to take it is another matter entirely. But the truth of it is, the state has the right to protect the its citizens from being infected. And that is the angle from which I want everyone to look at it. For those who are saying they won't take it, if some of those so-called first world countries today say that if you show us that you have been vaccinated and you want to come to our country, we'll allow you to come. Of course, even the religious leaders who are saying they should not take it, they will go and take it and they will go. So what is it? I mean, it is, as they say in the street lingo, I want them to borrow themselves sense to go and take it.
Sam, what do you make about this, and what will it take to get Nigerians to take the jab, even with the concerns attached to the COVID-19 vaccine?
I'll take the second question first. I can't agree any less with Dr. Yebile. Enlightenment, awareness creation. We need to get our brothers and sisters to understand that COVID-19 is real. It's not an epidemic, it's a pandemic. It's a global concern. Millions have died from the disease. And it's no joke. The figures are out there. Except someone chooses to be blind to the entire, health challenge. It is real. Millions have died. Many more are being reported dead. And we have variants that are even a lot more dangerous than the very first one. We are battling with Delta variants in Nigeria today, or the world is battling with the Delta variant. So these are global concerns. But the issue of doubt is there. It's not just a Nigerian thing. Even in the US, even in UK, the rest of Europe, there are people who are marching on the streets and saying, no, we're not going to take it. And what are the governments doing? Persuasion. Because there's a limit to it. There are certain beliefs you just can't manage. And it's not helped by the fact that certain conspiracy theories have been built and are being propagated by very influential people in the society. People believe they're religious leaders, and if somebody climbs the pulpit and tells you, if you are in this environment, you cannot contract it, it's kind of crazy. People will believe, and then they'll run with that idea. But my take is that this health challenge is real. I've had my first dose. I've not had second. My second dose will be sometime first week in October.
Right.
And I'm doing pretty well. In fact, there's this joke that has made the rounds that those who have taken are watching to see whether those who don't take will die. Why those who why those who have not taken are watching to see whether those who have taken the vaccination will die. You see, but we must admit that this is real.
Okay, we have a call from Kaduna. Michael, please go ahead with your contribution.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening.
Everybody there.
Good evening.
Yes, my contribution is just sorry to take you back regarding the security. I think the government, just like everybody has been saying, that the government seems not to be showing much seriousness in tackling this problem. Like last month, there was a man who spoke on TV who says he knows he was intelligent. He knows they interrogated some high officials in the army, and then the person is right now sitting in the government. But I expect that what government should do is to call such a man. Let's know. Let's take action.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Well, unfortunately, I think we cannot continue